Let's talk about the unfranchise. Now, the unfranchise, to some of you, is just a word that you use. It's just a word. I do whatever I want, you know. I do my own thing. I have my own way of explaining it. And that is one of the big problems in direct sales and MLM. Everybody does it different. People get in a position to sell information and materials, and they're more concerned about that because they're making more from that than the marketing plan. And so now they want your organization to follow them. And I could go on and on and on and on. I don't want 20 pounds of sugar in a 5-pound bag to break right yet. But you know, there's the way of the week and the way of a different organization. And every week things changes and people get confused. And you can't send your person to California if you're in Connecticut because they do things totally different out there. You know, it's just like the McDonald's concept. What makes it work? It's not only the branding and the systems that are uniform, that save you money, that are proven to make money, but it's when a customer goes to a McDonald's in California or New York, they are expecting something, consistency, quality, and it's the same everywhere. So if everybody's going to do a difference, there is no franchise. Why are we the unfranchised? Because you don't have to pay the royalty. We pay you a royalty, and you don't have to pay $1 million. You don't have to pay the franchise fee. But we have all the same characteristics, and it's extremely powerful in this type of business because you have to have people doing it, unfranchises doing it, and you want them to be on a program, a system. You don't want it to be different all the time and change all the time because that undermines stability. Do you agree with this? Okay, we're going to get real tough on it. You do it our way or the highway. And that's how it is in a franchise because if your McDonald's has pink rings, you're destroying the brand and the system. And you're serving other things other than their products. People get confused. I came here to get my fries. They ain't got none. Are you comprehending this? And we worked very hard on this, and it worked perfectly for 15 years. I got busy, and I don't know what you did. But you should want it to be this way. Oh, you got a great idea, so you're going to do it different. Then your two people have a great idea, and they do it different. What's wrong with doing it the way it worked? Where you have an advisory council and a corporate team with many years of experience that say, yes, we're testing this and it works, now everybody will do it. Does that make sense? I need a little support. I mean, God, you know? And you know what? I never do anything that's bad for you. Never. We are always in your seat. Whether you know it or not, I'm an unfranchised owner. I make over $2 million a year in commissions from what I built, and you're all under me. So, you know, you can't fool me. I'm one of you. And most people know that. So we did this because we did it every other way. We know what the problems are. You know. Boy, that's McDonald's, lobsters, and do you go to McDonald's for lobsters? Some of your people go to a meeting and that's what they're getting, the wrong thing. Okay, well, what about Starbucks? Starbucks has an incredible system. It's very systemized, just like our unfranchised is very systemized. And when they go there, they expect to get, you know, cappuccino, whatever. But you got a better idea. And in your Starbucks, you decide to change it to Crappuccino and Depresso. Well, that's what you're doing. Totally analogous. Exactly what you're doing. And you're wondering why it doesn't work and people get confused. I'm telling you, isn't it better to have strength than your personal egotistical idea rule the day? Well, let me tell you something. In franchising, it's a contract. And they're very strict about it because it's about their brand. It's about the economic model. And if you go do it another way, you lose your franchise. So I'm giving you a chance to straighten up. Not out of meanness, because we're one team, one dream, and that's what works. That's why, you know? And really think about it. One time I got really frustrated. I mean, I am human. I do get frustrated. I can take a lot, but sometimes I break down. You know, everybody moaning and groaning about nickel and diming us, Pro-Pack, and now, you know, monthly fee for, well, we're in a real business and you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars. We don't charge you up front, but you got business expenses. What do you think this is, Checkers? Nowhere else in the world can you buy a business that has this type of economic leverage, opportunity, and income potential for $129. I told Dennis, you've been in franchising, I don't know why we're doing this. Let's franchise it, and then the franchises can have distributors. And they'll get everything up front that they need. So I went to franchise syndicators. And they looked at it and the products and the technology and the model. They said, well, you don't have any real estate. You're not leasing any equipment. But, you know, the rest of it's really impressive, probably better than a brick and mortar franchise. By the way, McDonald's is really not in the food business. They're in the real estate business. But at any rate, they looked at it and they came back with a number. I was expecting 10 grand, at least 10 grand. $120,000. When I turned to Dennis, I said, this is incredible. It runs chills up my spine. It makes me proud, but I can't do it. He said, why? He said, because the mission and reason for this company was to make it available to the average person to be able to pull themselves up from their bootstraps and make it. And they won't be able to afford that. But you know, it's not me. It's not me. It's just what it's about. It's our identity. I appreciate you standing because I want to tell you something, guys. I love you so much. I am so much one of you. And I know the yellow brick road. And I know that there's really no Wizard of Oz. It's our belief. But we'll take the trip anyway to get through the witches and to become friends and to improve our weaknesses and to share our strengths, because that's what makes you end up being successful. You have it anyway. I don't know though. In that box, $129 is a monster. Not only that marketing monster, but a monstrous technology system. A monstrous training system. So unlike an internet business, you go into an internet business, shopping business or whatever, you set up your site and you start marketing it, okay, you're gonna start needing other people because the day runs out fast. You have to refresh content, you gotta be fast. Oh man, you start selling products, now you gotta do fulfillment, credit card processing, and this one thing after another until you got a full-time job and you're not really making residual income, but you are making money if you succeed. Does this make sense? But look at all the things that we give you. You can read faster than I can speak. I got to run through them and say them all. It's more than anybody else gets in any other business, even ones that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions. Do you agree with that? Do you realize that? So you always said, I don't have the money to be an entrepreneur. And the cheap things like a cleaning service don't really interest you, and they're kind of stupid anyway. And you're only going to make so much because it's tied to your time. You guys understand that? So we break those barriers. Because you see, with our preferred customer system and with our whole mechanism We give you the products. So you go internet business, you ain't got no products. We give you the products, the technology, the marketing, the fulfillment, the support, the training, a total 360 turnkey package for you to get into business. And when it grows and succeeds, you don't have to handle millions of dollars worth of products, because you can bring another unfranchised owner with no dilution. They make their retail profit. They have the same things, and you get 100% credit for their volume. Show me that somewhere else in the world.